Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Rimworld. So we barely survived the rabid rabbit attack of last time. A whole band of bunnies came in and tried to destroy us. It was pretty ridiculous, a little bit hilarious, and we were able to take care of them with minimal injuries. A couple of bites here and there, I think, was all, which is fine. Of course, they went to good use, getting butchered up and used for meals, which we had started running low on. I need to go ahead and get a cooler set up as soon as possible. Unfortunately, Trenka is our primary miner. He's also our cook, and so him trying to keep up with the meal production has been getting in the way of getting the stockpile area mined out and ready to have a cooler installed. But that's not going to stop us. We have 3 other people. I don't know if all of them can mine. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it looks like only Trenka and Koth can. And I just remembered because of the music that we are being attacked immediately by the spears. They have guns. Looks like rifles, a machine gun, a pistol, and a club. I have a pretty strong feeling they'll probably go for my wind turbine. They like to destroy power supplies when they can. Pyrrha has a shotgun, he's got a LMG. It's not going to be easy to cut them off here. Is Grill still infected? He should be immune by now. So I think selecting everybody and getting drafted up and going is going to be the way to do it. They're still a pretty good distance away, so maybe we can get into a decent position before they get here. If Pyrrha could be here, that might be good. And I wish that was a little bit deeper in, even. And I wish that these weren't being stored right here as well, because her range is very, very limited. Maybe we can put her in there. Koth's range isn't too impressive, but I think he'll do pretty decent, like in this position. And then Trenka, maybe over here. He's got a pretty good range. No! No, no, no. Come up here, please. I was trying to click on Grill, not shoot him. See if we can hide back here. Are we going to get in position in time? I think so. This should cover the wind turbine decently. Trenka's pretty far away. Okay, Grill can help out Pyrrha here. Be ideal. I'm not sure with Grill's peg leg if he's going to be able to catch these guys. It looks like that they're going to be able to escape, so that's fine. This position is not good for Trenka, not with the gun that he currently has. If I was to give him this hunting rifle, her bolt-action rifle, he would have had better chances of shooting from down there. So Grill's probably bruised. He is, and Pyrrha the same. She She was shot once by a bolt action, so she does need to get that treated. Grill is going to tame, I assume. Oh, cloud watching. That's fine. Once again, no prisoners. So that's always a little bit of a shame. Yep, Koth is getting the food planted. As we realized last time, it is spring right now. I'm used to April, May being spring, but the seasons are basically switched around to be opposite of what they were before. We don't necessarily need a medical bed right now. Pyrrha is injured and bleeding, but once she goes to rest, we can tend to that. And you should end up being fine. Let's see if Grill will take care of her here. Yeah. And that's all we need to worry about. Okay. He's going to go ahead and finish tending to her rather than going to sleep. And he's already healed from his bruises. So she didn't honestly need treated for her bruise, but it's fine that he did that. We're starting to build up a little bit of power again. Oh yeah, Koth's getting the place cleaned up. It definitely needs it. And Trinka has started mining already, so that's excellent. I mentioned last time I would like to close it in once I put a cooler in this area, if it turns out to be possible. Make sure all of those are marked to be hauled. And I could probably accurately assume that we don't have enough steel to get this going. We've only got about 39, and we'll probably need over 100. Oh, it's 90 total. That's definitely something I'm gonna have to work on as well. Okay, we finally got a wild boar tamed. Oh, we've got 2 now. Excellent. Let's not worry about release with them for right now. And let's go ahead and set this to be mined out. It's 9 o'clock. People are probably getting ready to go to sleep. Make sure we do the corners first before I start on this back wall here. Oh, I knew it was thinking about some kind of an event. Okay, neurotrainers. A bunch of different skills, all of them pretty decent. Things that are good to have. Others will take the items in 27 days. That's a long time. So we have plenty of time to think about what we're going to do here. Let's take a look and see what the distance is. I think it was an 8-day travel to the last item stash opportunity, and that's not something that I was interested in undertaking. So let's see if this one is considerably closer. It is, actually. 1.5 days is all it would take to get there. I'm perfectly content with that sort of a distance. Koth could take like 4 meals or something. Except I don't think they would last quite that long, but fine. Okay, we've got a combat supplier coming in. That's excellent. And I've forgotten to do this. Let's go ahead and set that so that Franka is able to make pemmican once we get the ingredients available. Okay. Now we've got this room about completed. The floors have been smoothed. I think there's some here that still need it. There we go. So we do have that work available. Excellent. Okay, so these guys are here. I think Pyrrha is my best social, but of course she's injured. Grill is my second best, and he's not injured at all, so I may try to use him to trade this time. Take a look at what they've got. Okay, we could get rid of these frag grenades. I rarely ever use them, and they're already terrible quality. This normal quality LMG should actually replace the LMG that Tranka is currently using. So I may have to try to do that before they leave. We can get rid of several of these clubs. Let's keep this good quality club here. And we can get rid of this spear and this knife as well. $50, that's not too bad. There is a poor shield belt we could try to acquire for 1,000. Of course I would have to go out here and expand the stockpile and stuff. I just don't think it's worth it. Grill is the only one that's using melee weapons right now. Yeah, see, his is normal 56. This is a 69%. So I'll trade these off here. There we go. And then Grill can do us a trade once again, and we'll get a few bucks for this LMG here. There we go. Set all of those to be hauled, and let's go ahead like we have been doing and continue around this corner here. Yep. As selfish as I am, Koth is going to get the first room here. Let's go with this. Some slate block plant pots. Be super fancy. We'll see what kind of quality Pyrrha can churn out with her construction of these. A normal quality pot, that's pretty good. Tranka is planting something in it right away, and a good quality pot. Excellent. But right now these chunks are basically what's bringing down the beauty of the area here. I imagine that contributes to the dirtiness. It might just be the beauty itself. So it's impressive, or slightly impressive, somewhat poor, average size, neutral, dirty. But not the worst place ever. The beds I may need to remake, get those all figured out. So that they're really good quality instead of just being poor or shoddy or decent or whatever. And of course we want to finish smoothing out this. Oh, there's no place to store the silver, that's right. I want to shift this stockpile. Well, not right now. I want to move this other stuff first. Let's go ahead and haul Koth here. Okay, now we can expand this stockpile zone here. Let's have it along the wall. And delete this right here. So this isn't going to be keeping our meals cold. So I'm going to keep a low number of meals, but if we can preserve the raw meat and stuff like that, that's going to be the most important thing to do here. And I need a place to keep silver, I suppose. So if I set this to accept silver, I can at least get this piece out of the way. There we go. And now I could even just say, don't put any more silver in here, and we'll be totally fine. Okay, so the stockpile is complete. I just have to install this cooler, and then everything would be fine. I would like to see if I can expand the no roof area to in here. Maybe we can take out this thin rock roof, and then I can put a wall here, and the hot air will still be able to escape. Let's take a look here. There's no roof. No roof there, and then overhead mountain. So we do have a space that's available. I'll go ahead with a granite wall and put it right there. And that'll just keep enemies from being able to break through this area quite as easily. I think that's going to help us out a lot in the long run, to be honest. Okay, we've got this huge area coming up right here. Get that done. Of course, those need to be hauled. This one needs to be hauled as well. In the second room here is going to be Grills, since he was our second colonist that we had. Oh wow, already have enough steel? Trinka must have been coming up here and working once he finished mining out the other areas there. Trinka failed while constructing. Some resources were wasted, that's fine. We've got an exotic goods trader coming in, that's good. Exotic good? Haha! Haha! Brill is doing an excellent job keeping up. So I have to try to remember how we did this here. We're going to have to go in this direction. It's going to be 8 by 8 that we mine out from here. Exactly. 8 by 8. And then we'll bring this out to here. And so yeah, these are actually going to be replaced with doors. Right there. Of course we need to smooth the floors still. Quite a lot. Oh, we do have these people here. Kira, your consciousness is weakened. It's only 88%, so 88% of 12 is still going to be like 10 or 11, so her, if that's how it works, her social skill is still comparable to Grill's, even with her reduced abilities. Let's see what we can trade here. Yep, poor health and all that. We could sell our animal pulsar for a pretty good amount, the insanity lance as well. Shock lance towards one character, dropping them into a state of shock for some time. Large risk of brain damage. Man. Okay. Alright, two things I already see that I definitely want to try to get is either one of these. I know we won't be able to afford both, but if we could even afford one of them, it would be worth it. Let's cancel real quick, and let's get our stockpile going up here. I'm not sure that I want to sell the gold either, because if you remember, once we get to over here at the multi-analyzer, to build this, I'm gonna need gold. And so I want to definitely keep this gold in my stockpile. Oh good, we've struck steel inside the colony here. I want to keep that gold available so that when I get to the multi-analyzer I can just build it. So let's see if Grill gets any better prices over here. 2104, and I can't remember what Pyrrha was able to negotiate. 2046, so she is still a better negotiator than Grill is. We have enough for one, and so I think the eye is usually the most vulnerable. The one that we'll be most likely to need. Yeah, I think that's going to probably be it. So we will take that. Let's put it in here. I'm pretty sure it's already set to accept these. Yeah, body parts, yep. Koth, what are you doing right now? Cleaning dirt. Go ahead and bring the eye inside so that it doesn't degrade at all. And we have that available in case of a rainy day. I'm going to try not to waste time smoothing the floors on the outside walls. I know that I marked them to be smoothed in some of these areas. I don't know if the characters ever wasted their time on it, but just to make sure that they're doing productive things and not stuff that are going to get covered up by walls, I'll try to avoid putting those there. Okay, this should be running. We want it down to freezing at least. Let's try a -2. That's taking 200 watts, so that is considerable. That being said though, I was thinking about building a copy of this right here. That's why, one of the reasons why I expanded out the growing area. And for right now I think 2 of these is going to be fulfilling our needs fairly well. Yeah, we're using power right now rather than producing. And we don't even have our research bench activated right now. Alright, let's find Grill's bed. We'll install it down here. And we will build copies of these over here. Make sure all of those are hauling. Of course, no one's going to get around to it until these animals are trained to do that. Which Grill should be working on at one point or another, but right now he seems more intent on crafting than anything else. It's most likely because he doesn't have anything to feed them, to train them, because we don't even have meat available once again. We don't even have food available once again, and everybody's starving. It never ever popped up to say that I was low on meals, but I guess I should have kept my eye out for it myself. Let's see if there are any fairly big game animals relatively close. Here we go. A couple of muffalos. Let's go for hunting. And now we could even hunt all these gazelles. As I've mentioned before, it's not really an excellent idea to have everybody go hunting in the same place, especially when you have characters with different ranged weapons. Okay, I'm a little bit afraid that Trinka just ate part of that guy right there. Oh, he's taking him raw foods rather than cooking foods. But that's a shame. I don't like it when they eat raw foods. They don't like it when they eat raw foods. Oh no! Oh no, is it her starvation? It is. Extreme malnutrition. Koth. Feed Pyrrha. Hurry. Okay, and he's rescuing her. Good. Girl, where you at? Resting. Haul this shotgun in. Okay. Aren't you starving too? No, you've eaten. Koth has eaten. Franka has eaten. Once he gets done with this meal, though, I'm going to have him rest. There we go. And tomorrow he can eat again. Yeah, her gun is sitting right there, so we're all good. Okay, Sammy has severe illness. That might be from malnutrition. I may have to have somebody go in and feed him. As soon as anybody wakes up, anybody at all, there we go. Assuming a meal, go ahead and feed the meal to Sammy, so hopefully he can recover. And actually, this is really silly. That's really silly. I don't see any reason for that to be the case. Okay. Oh. Grill. Oh, whatever. Whatever. They're gonna do it anyway. Alright, well that's gonna be it for this episode. Hopefully after we hunt a bunch of these gazelle, we won't have to worry about food for a little while, because if we can store up a bunch of meat in here, we can now preserve it with the cooler. And we can see indoors -1 in this area, so we can start freezing things. I may have to dig out a separate stockpile, like here, for items, and store them just in a different area, so that we don't have to go in there for anything else. But yeah, if you want to catch the next episode, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would. And be sure to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you very much for all the time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.